Peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. Okay, so today we have this is the viral dumpling onion cups. Okay, so I had got this from Courtney Cook. I don't know if Courtney Cook is on YouTube or not, but I know she's on TikTok and Facebook. And so last night I had came across Courtney Cook's videos. It was someone who was trying like different recipes from Courtney Cook, and this was one of her viral recipes. So basically, is the onion. You take these onions right here. Now I don't put like cheese in mine, like these cheese blocks in mine. She didn't put the cheese block. She had like some shredded cheese on one of the videos. But you take a onion. They call it a onion cup. You put a dumpling and the onion on top of the onion cup and you eat it. Now, she had some things like QP mayonnaise. At first, I didn't really care for this mayonnaise because it tastes like that sweet mayonnaise. It is kind of sweet. It's the Japanese mayonnaise. But once I had put the mayonnaise on with the cup, onion cup, and the dumpling, it tasted a little better. So right here, I have two different types of dumplings. One second, and then I also have the kimchi over here. One second, let me show you guys the dumplings I had. So I purchased these dumplings today. Oh, oh, Lordy. So is these dumplings right here. And then it was another type of dumplings that I had got. It was like in a little bowl and it had in there like some garlic sauce. It had some green onions in here. Really, really good. So I pretty much combined both of the dumplings together. So this is the dumplings. These were $8.99, which is not bad because it is a quite a bit in here. Really, really good. And then I also here got the pork ones like this. You know, I don't really have all that pork on my fork, okay? But lately I've been on like big bag activity. I don't know, honey. One second. And it all started. So earlier today, my youngest son, Javon, who is 10 years old, earlier today, we was walking. I was walking him to the school, and it's this bakery like right by our house. And oh my goodness, as soon as I walked past, like the chocolate chip scent from the cookies just smacked me in my face. It was like, oof. And I was like, oh my goodness, you smell it? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, you want some chocolate chip cookies today? And he was like, yes. I was like, all right, we're going to get them from the supermarket. So I went to the supermarket. I had got some chocolate chip cookies. I had got like two different types of chocolate chip cookies, and it brings back so many memories. So when I was a kid, my cousin, my girl cousin, she would go and get chocolate chip cookies almost all the time for me and my sister to bake at nighttime before, like that was our snack. And we would bake the chocolate chip cookies. Oh my goodness, it brings back so many memories. You guys remember Rite Aid back in the day, right? The pharmacy store, but they also had like other stuff in there. And I remember my cousin, she would no, was it Dwayne Reed? I think it was Dwayne Reed. Yeah, it was Dwayne Reed. As I remember in Jersey City, okay, I'm a Jersey's girl, but in Jersey City, like where you catch the trains and stuff at, they had a Dwayne Reed. And this Dwayne Reed, they had the upstairs and the downstairs. And I remember, now I don't know if my cousin would go to that Dwayne Reed, but she would buy, you remember the pink lotion, the lusters, pink lotion, but she would go and she would have like her Dwayne Reed bag, like when she would come home from work and stuff. And she would have like the pink lotion in there, like for our hair. She would have rollers and stuff. Oh my goodness, it brings back so many amazing memories, like that part when I was a kid. Now the dumplings I like the best. These dumplings, like the long ones, they okay, but I pretty much like these, the smaller ones. Like the ones I would get from Dollar Tree. So I got my Olipop. I always wanted to do not always, but I wanted to be a mukbanger, and I would be like, oh my goodness, but I don't want to be fat. But there's a lot of mukbangers that's like really like they skinny. But that was my only thing because I was like, being a mukbanger, you gotta eat. But I see some people they eat all the food, and then some people they if they food like they don't eat all the food. And here, um, with Courtney, recipe, she was eating the onions raw, like the onion cups. And I was like, I'm just not that gangster yet. I love onions, but like the big onion cups, mm-mm. I'm just not there. I'm not there yet. But the onions that she has, so Courtney Cook, I believe, is from Georgia. Okay, Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, thank you. So what really does it, in my opinion, what really makes it taste good, I have cheese right here, like cheese blocks, and it's Land O'Lakes cheese blocks. Could you guys see it? And this has like butter, garlic sauce, onion powder. It's so good with the cheese. Oh, so I'm eating this had went viral. It's called the onion cup. Like so it has the dumplings. With mine's I have the dumplings. These I think they the chicken dumplings, if I'm not mistaken. The first one, this one, the smaller ones, the larger ones, they beef dumplings. And in my dumpling, I have cheese. And then we put a little bit of this. When I first tried this mayo, so this is the QP Japanese mayo. And you see a lot of content creators who like if they do mukbangs and stuff like that, you may see them with the QP mayonnaise. To me, it was like really, really like Honda sweet. And at first I didn't really care for it. So also I have some kimchi. If you like pickled foods, like pickled onions or pickled beets, you definitely would like kimchi because kimchi, or if you like cabbage, okay, kimchi is fermented and it tastes so, so good. So with the kimchi, I have the spicy kimchi. How the foods come together, the different flavors. Oh my goodness. But the raw onion, I just didn't do the raw onion. Hey, Joanna. Is it Joanne or Joanna? I think it's Joanne. Hey, Lotus 77. Joanne. So these dumplings, the long ones, oh, I feel better than great, honey. And I went to the supermarket just to get cookies. So with my children, I love going. With my children, I love going. Like when I go to the stores, I love buying them like different things, right? Like new stuff they never had before, especially food. Okay. So when I was in the supermarket, I really went there just to get some chocolate chip cookies so we can make the chocolate chip cookies tonight, me and my two youngest children. But ShopRite, they had these. These are called Savor Pizza Grilled Rice Cakes. Okay, so they have like the now I don't know if my children gonna eat this or not because what really caught my eye because it said pizza. So I was like, all right, so they love pizza. Let me get this for them, right? Oh, I appreciate the I don't know what you call it. Is it a super chat? I don't know. But I appreciate it. So my youngest daughter, she eats certain things, but my youngest son, one thing I love about him is he gonna try this different stuff with me. Like I love that because he not gonna be like, oh, I don't like that or whatever. He gonna try the stuff with me, right? So they had this at ShopRite, and this I never had this before. So these are grilled rice cakes. And I guess they like fry the rice cakes, but they pizza like the toppings that normally I guess would be on a pizza, which corn, I don't know about corn and whatever. But yeah, so this is pretty much how it looks. So I know when my youngest son come home, he most likely will want there. I don't know about my youngest daughter. She'll probably ask for soup or something. Yeah, so you know, and it's so funny because when I was in the supermarket on my way to the supermarket, I had did a Facebook Live, and I remember for some reason this memory came up of my cousin how she would go, and I was saying Dwayne Reed. Do you guys remember Dwayne Reed? So my cousin, she would go and buy chocolate chip cookies for me and my sister. You know the frozen chocolate chip cookies. You know the dough and she would buy those and we would like bake chocolate chip cookies. Oh my goodness, that memory had came up and I was like, oh my goodness. We used to have so much fun. She would also buy like the luster. You guys remember luster? I think it's called luster, it's the pink lotion for your hair. And she would buy like the pink lotion and stuff like that for my sister and I hair. And when we would be going to school, because when I was a kid, I went to a Catholic school. So she would mainly, I think it would be her who would do our hair, but like in the morning. But we would go to the beauty salon like every 2 weeks. When I was a kid, we would go there every 2 weeks so we could get the creamy crack in our head. But yeah, for some reason I thought about that and I was like, oh my goodness, like I remember those days. Have you guys tried Have you guys tried this? This mayonnaise? I don't know. I mean, when I first tasted it, I was like, cause it's like it's kind of sweet. Let me see. What was drawing me off with the mayonnaise? It was like kind of sweet, but now I guess it tastes a little better because I had it more than once. Yeah, so this Courtney Cook, okay, she's a content creator, but I think she's a school teacher. Um, and she makes different recipes. I know she also have like a cookbook. This is the cheese in here. So this is the onion with the cheese. Oh, I wish I could put the dumpling on here. This onion, it kind of broke. So good. Really, really good. I was going to tell you guys something. Oh, so ooh, Olapops, they so good. So a few weeks ago, I had wrote. So I don't know if you guys seen my post that I said that I was gonna open up like a jewelry boutique, but it'll just be online. Um, and I'm gonna order some earrings and stuff like that. I'm gonna start selling them because I get a lot of compliments on my earrings. So some earrings and some bags. But before that post, I think I had wrote on my community, the community tab, I was like, I'm gonna start doing mukbangs. And one lady, and I love her, but um, she said, "Oh, I can't watch you eat" or something like that. And she been following my page. I don't know how long, but she's been following my page. And one of the things I'm gonna tell you is this, okay? Whatever it is that you want to do, go ahead and do it. It's gonna be people along the way in your life. At times they're gonna leave. Okay? For numerous reasons. One, you may have outgrown them. Okay. Two, maybe they just, and that goes back to one, maybe they just don't relate to you. I don't want my content to be just based upon Dollar Tree. I love Dollar Tree whores, but I just don't want it to be based upon Dollar Tree whores. I want my content to be based around food. I like food. I'm a foodie. Okay. I like goddamn food. So I will be making content around it, surrounded by this, by food too. These are so good. So this one is the Olipop, the cream one. Oh my goodness. They are so tasty. So the other day when I was in Walmart, they had these Olapops, right? Now, I was like, what? What? I was like, oh my goodness, they selling Olapops for $1. This is the strawberry vanilla. My favorite this is the grape. Is the grape one and the cream. And I do like the strawberry, but those are my favorite. So at Walmart, I had seen that these was $1, right? Well, it said $1.19, I think. But when they was ringing this up at the register, it came out to be $1. So I was like, these are so small. So this is the original. This is the original Olipop, and this is like, I guess like for kids or something like that. This is the smaller version of it. But if you guys are not drinking Olipops, honey, you don't, I don't know. You just don't know what you're missing, child. You just don't know what you're missing. And so do you guys eat kimchi? Like the fermented cabbage? So it's this place in New Jersey, okay, that me and my oldest son we will go to, and it's called Don's Chicken. Shout out to Don's Chicken because they chicken be chickening. So the first time we had went to Don's Chicken, they had like these cabbage blocks, and it was like fermented cabbage. It was so good, and it's Korean chicken, Korean chicken, but it has like some type of sauce. You could get it with the soy garlic. That chicken is so good. And so when we had the cabbage, the fermented cabbage blocks, they tasted so amazing. If you guys have not had Korean chicken, honey, you have to try it. It's really, really good. And so when I was vegan, okay, I would do kimchi, okay, like this cabbage. Now, when you first open it, if you think people is coming to your house, okay, honey, you may not want to open this because it has like a really, really strong scent to it, like fermented. It's fermented cabbage, so it stinks a little, but it tastes so good. If you like pickled onions or pickled beets, anything pickled, you are definitely like kimchi because kimchi is really good. At first, I was thinking, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to eat all of this. The devil is a lie. This is so good. So good. It has melted butter in here. It has like the garlic powder, the onion powder. Um, what is their seasoning? The Old Bay in here. It had cheese. Really, really good. But these long dumplings, they're okay. I like the short ones better. Okay, so the onion cup, and then we have the dumpling. So good. Ooh. I feel so good. You know, And it goes back to, I don't know if you guys have been following me for a while or not. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Who was there for? Oh, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. I don't know if you guys been following me for a minute, but when I first started making content, I was vegan, right? Like, and I hate putting the names and titles on it, but I wasn't eating meat. And it would be sometimes where as though I would want to eat meat, but since I came out, not eating meat, and I wasn't, okay, because I thought, I think when you want your life to be better, you listen, you try all these different things, right? Some people say be vegan, like your life will be better, or do this and do that, all these different things. And when I first started making content, I was vegan, but it would be times I wanted to eat meat. And I felt like, oh, if I eat meat, then like people gonna judge and all this other stuff. And it wasn't, let me take that back. It wasn't so much people was gonna judge. It was me mainly judging myself, like if I was to eat meat. And falling into this loop where as though I started thinking like, oh my goodness, I won't be able to manifest certain things because I ate meat. So that's why you got to be mindful, like who you listening to, and go back through your life. Because I went back in my life and I was like, Dina, you it was so many times where as though you manifested and you was eating meat. Okay, you was eating meat. So it's like that is not true. So I had to go through the whole thing where as though cutting that belief system off, because it was a belief system that wasn't serving me. Like, you mean to tell me I can't eat meat if I want to manifest things in life? And I remember one day I had like meats and stuff in my freezer, and I threw all the meats and stuff out of my freezer. Like I threw it all out because I was listening to all the people, people on the internet. They would say like, oh, if you really want to manifest, you can't eat meat because of the energy and everything like that. And getting caught up into that. Listen, whatever you hear and you agree with it and believe it, then that's going to be your truth. Do it means that it's true for everyone? No. It just means that you have accepted that truth. Okay. And I had accepted that truth. So nowadays, when I'm going to the supermarket and I'm doing, if I'm on Facebook or wherever or on YouTube, and I'm at the grocery supermarket, like, and I'm recording myself, it feels good. Okay, it feels good because it's like it's no more pressure. It's no more pressure of a system like, oh, I wanna uphold this system or whatever, uphold like I'm perfect and stuff. So now it's like it feels really, really amazing. So amazing. So I say that to say this. You have to do what works for you. You have to do what works for you. You have to be authentic to yourself. Okay? You have to definitely be authentic to yourself. Because if you leave religion, right? If say you was a part of a, honey, I tried I tried a few religions. I tried Muslim, I tried Hebrew Israelites, I tried Baptist, going to the Baptist church. And I tried different religions. And one of the things that really had me move away from religion, so to speak, is because of the whole fear aspect. Like, if you did this, you was going to hell. If you did that, you was going to hell. And I was like, what the hell? it just didn't sit right with my spirit. It felt like something was off. And then when start the veil start coming off your eyes, right? And some people say, "Oh, I'm spiritual." I like to say all of us are spiritual because at the end or beginning of the day, we have a damn spirit. But um it's like you go from one box to another box. Even in a conscious community, because you see a lot of people that's like probably in a conscious community, and if you don't know certain things or if you say certain things, you're not as spiritual. Like, it's so crazy. Like, what? And this is so crazy because this is your life. And people are like saying, "Oh, because you don't say grand rising," or because you don't say what is other words they say? Mainly grand risings, or because you eat a certain type of way, that means that you're not spiritual. That's your belief. That's your belief. So I say all of that to say this: do what works for you. Do what works for you. It's so funny because we've been programmed to think like, oh, I have to do this, I have to, which it don't even make sense. If you think about it, oh, I have to be a goody two shoe in order to go to heaven and hell. Like, even that. I remember I was listening to Jim Carrey, and this was like when I first like when the veil started to come off my eyes a little. And I remember I was listening to Jim Carrey, and one of the things he was talking about frequency. And he was giving an analysis like about heaven and hell, and how the chimney, like, with Santa and stuff like that coming down the chimney. And one of the things he was like basically is no heaven or hell, is pretty much the kundalini rising, right? And I was like, oh my goodness, all this time I'm thinking about, heaven and hell is a destination. It's really not, it's a frequency. And so it's like when you think of it like that, it makes sense, because if we hear that God gave us free will, right? But it's like you afraid to do certain things because you like, prime example, religion, because you can't do this because of your religion or whatever it is like that. To me, it almost feel like you're not really living, like you're not really living. And I'm not saying religion isn't good. I mean, you do what works for you, okay? But it was something that I needed to go through and grow through in order for me to see that I don't need religion in order for me to be a calm person, or I don't need religion or all these different rules in order for me to be, a person with morals and, things like that. So to me, it's just, and some people do need religion, I guess. When I was doing Uber, if you guys don't know, yeah, hell is a condition. It's a condition of the mind. Um, so when I was doing Uber, one of the things that it was this guy who came in my car. I never forget. And man who was talking, and he was like, some people, they really do need religion because it's like they need to believe in something. You get what I'm saying? And at first I didn't look at it like that, because I was like, you know, when you understand that God is in you, God isn't in the sky. God isn't apart from you, that God is in you. And and when I really said this, when I really said you are a God, oh Lordy, oh Lordy, boy, you would have thought I did something. So the whole concept of this is this. You have to do what works for you. You have to do what you believe, okay? I don't try to convince anybody of anything. And I don't debate with people. I'm not going back and forth, saying, "Oh yeah, I'm not doing any of those things. Because if something works for me, it works for me. Okay? And if religion works for you, it works for you. So you got to do what works for you. But in my 41 years of living, one of the things that I've seen, and I know to be true based upon my own experience, when you are combative, right, and you going back and forth with people, and you telling them basically what they believe in is wrong, maybe you feel like what you believe in is not that right, or maybe you feel that there's some truth to what the person is saying, but for you to go back and forth and be like, oh no, God is working on you for the dilemma or whatever it is you just said, that's your belief. That's your belief. You guys are funny. This is a judge free zone channel, I like to say. But one of the things I know that to be true is the algorithm. The algorithm love when people are commenting. It don't matter if it's a good comment. There's no good or bad in the universe, but it doesn't matter if it's a good comment, it's a bad comment. The way I see it is, and the way the algorithm see it is, it's just a comment. And so while you guys are typing, typing with the little fingers, typing away, you typing. Chances are, one, I may not even ever see your comment. And then two, you really helped me. I really appreciate you guys. I really, really appreciate you guys because you definitely help. Okay. Because you telling the algorithm like, oh my goodness, her channel is so amazing. Even the ones who said good luck in hell. Oh, damn. Good luck in hell. You was what? You was gold and been told. Honey, I don't even know what the hell it means. Okay. I don't know what you're trying to say. But anywho, but keep on commenting because I love it. I'm one of the content creators. I don't care what you say because you really helping me. Okay, you really helping. When I look on my analytics and I see like the pay is up, I'm like, oh my goodness, let's do another live. Let's go live again. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Let's go live again. Let's do this again. Because I know some of you guys are going to show up. Okay. And I know that you are going to be my biggest cheerleader. So I'm like, why not? Bring it. Okay. Bring it. Why not? Why not? You guys so funny. You're so funny. You funny and cute. How about that? All right, family. I'm not eating these three because I'm kind of full. And this is another thing. If you tell him, if you wanted people to join the religion or whatever it is that you're a part of, you think they gonna join a religion if you telling them they going to hell by not confining to the rules or whatever it is? Who would join it? Like really? Who would join a religion that people are saying, oh, you going to hell because they don't agree with you? You don't see foolery in it. You don't see something wrong with it. Well, I guess you don't, because shit, if you did, you wouldn't say it. All right, I know I said I'm not gonna eat these. These two, I'll eat those two. Well, actually, I'll put some more dumplings so when my children, as soon as they get home, they could eat the dumplings. Knowing my oldest son, he still probably want the pizza thing. My oldest son, I mean my youngest son, my oldest son is 22. My youngest son, he's 10. But when I tell you he's huge, and what I mean is his height, like he's like taller than me. I remember when he was in the third grade and I went to go pick him up, and he's like the tallest one in his class. He's the tallest one in his class, and I'm like, what the hell is it? Is this the third grade? Because he was the tallest one in his class. All the other kids, like, they shorties, they short. And he's the tallest kid. And sometimes, like, when I'm in my room, he'll come in my room and he'll be like, it's crazy. I'm taller than you. And one of the things I would say to my children, like my oldest son, I would be like, and what does that mean? Right? Like, what does that mean? Because, sometimes kids be getting some ideas, honey. All right? Like, they'll take you on. So, my youngest son, he'll say, like, dang, isn't it crazy how tall I am, taller than you? And this kid is, when I tell you this kid is strong, he is he is strong. So sometimes every time my oldest son comes over and my youngest son is here, because my youngest son and my youngest daughter, they go to their dad house on Thursdays or sometimes Fridays. So if my oldest son come and my youngest son here, they always like tasseling, right? Like wrestling and stuff. And and my oldest son to say to me, like, when my youngest son like isn't around, he'll say to me, like, playing, like, Dina, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because he is strong, like talking about my youngest son. And it's so funny. But I love that. I love like when my oldest son come over and my youngest son, like they be going back and forth to a certain extent, because they be all on the beds and stuff, and oh child. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, but it's good. a vegan? I ain't a vegan. Honey, I used to be a vegan. Honey, I be eating beef, chicken, and pork. Although, I say not too much pork on the fork. All right, but I ain't vegan. No, this not pork right here. This is beef. This is beef. And I had some smaller dumplings. I think that was chicken. But I do have the pork dumplings. So in a few minutes, I'm gonna bake some cookies. So is this place in New York? Um, I'm not too far from New York, but is this place in New York? I had seen this girl on YouTube, and is this place? I think it's called Valley something. Valley, what was it? I had typed it in, but is this? Yeah, honey, you can't. Mm-mm. Honey, you can't. Not if, honey, I ain't vegan. Okay, so you, honey, so I ain't your cup of tea. But is this place in New York City? It's called Valley something. And so they have like a big cup of cookies, it's like it looked like a giant cup, okay? And they sell chocolate chip cookies. And I think it's like $35 for the cookies. And I said I'm gonna take my youngest children in either next week or when I get paid from YouTube, okay? But I'm excited to go there. But then I seen like how to get there. I was like, oh hell no. Cause you gotta catch the what is it? Is it the L train or some I was like, oh, let's see if there's a closer place. Because oh no. Mm-mm. I don't know. Maybe we'll still go, but I don't know because ooh, is one place that I would go to in New York and I would take the train religiously and I didn't care. And that was Farmer's Deli. If you guys are from New York or Brooklyn, okay, is a sandwich spot that I'm quite sure you guys know of, and it's called Farmer's Deli. They had went viral a few times on TikTok and also on YouTube too, I think. But they have some really, really good they have some their TV scared me. They have some really, really good one second.
While we appreciate Ms. Wilson's passion.
Yeah, so the place is in New York. But yeah, that cookie place, I don't know. They may see us a different time. Is also no, it doesn't come with a television. Are you cheap? Are you cheap? I'm glad I'm not vegan, okay? Because the way you talking, honey, like you're cheap. Um, so is that place, and then is this place is a vegan donut shop. And the vegan donut shop is called Done Donuts, I think. And we would go there like all the time. And I think for like a half a dozen of donuts, how much was that? I think $15 or so. I think. Um I think so. That donut spot, and that was in Brooklyn too. That donut spot, oh my goodness, it was so good. Like they had the peanut butter and jelly vegan donuts. They had what other kind? They had the jelly donuts. It was so good. And when we go, so normally it's like my youngest children, my oldest children, they went too. Before we went a couple times, and we would drive. Well, I would drive over there to New York, well, to Brooklyn, and they donuts is really, really good. I said one time that I was gonna go to New York and just like try different foods, but I also said that about New Jersey. Like, I want to go to, like when you, I don't, depending on where you guys live. So in New Jersey, is certain areas that has like a strip, right? It's like a highway, but it has like a strip, whereas though they have like different restaurants and stuff like that. So I told my oldest son, I was like, oh, we should go, we should make content. But I don't know. My oldest son, he has 100 and something thousand TikTok followers, right? And then like he's really, really amazing with social media. But the stuff that he was talking about, it was mainly women, right? Like how women ain't no good and all this other stuff. And I told him, I was like, let's start making content like, food reviews. And he was like, all right, we could do it. But as soon as I turned the camera on him, like when we was going to Sheets, the Sheets is like Wawa's and Quick Check kind of combined, okay? But they food is good. I didn't know Sheets food was good like this, and is in PA. So we was on our way to Sheets because he kept saying like, I'm telling you, they tacos is really good. And I was like, I don't want no tacos. I'm not a huge fan of tacos like that. But he was like, it's really good. So we wound up going to Sheets, and I had got the brisket, the quesadilla brisket. It was really, really good. And I turned my camera on him, and he was like, take me off of there. Take me off. And now, right now, I had uploaded that video. And it says first time going to Sheets, right? And he's in a video. And every time I would play the video, he'd be like, didn't I tell you to take me off of there? Take me off. I told him, I said, come on, we could make, mukbangs and stuff. I think that would be really, really cool and fun. But if he don't want to do it, I guess I'd be doing by my lonesome. Unless my youngest son, because my youngest son, he wouldn't have an issue doing it. If it's food, oh, honey, he's down for it. He don't care. He'll show up. Okay. Especially if it's different types of food. He's a foodie like me because I just like trying different things. I like going different restaurants, it's the whole experience behind everything. Yeah, they like Wawa. And it's so funny because at first I was like, oh, I don't want that. And he was like, because when we was in Pennsylvania and we was driving, it was like this certain part, um, it looked at homey, okay, it looked at like, old fashioned and stuff like that. And it was this pizzeria at the time. I thought it was a hot dog stand. Well, a hot dog restaurant. And my oldest son, I was like, oh, I think they sell hot dogs over there. And so I got out of the truck because he was driving his truck. So I got out of the truck, went inside, and the lady was like, oh no, we don't sell hot dogs. She was like, this used to be a hot dog place, but we like we do pizza. So as I got back in my oldest son truck, it was an older guy, and he was like, oh, you guys are looking for hot dogs and stuff. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, if there's a Sheets that's not too far from here, and they sell hot dogs and stuff. And when I got inside Sheets, I was like, oh, I don't want a hot dog. I like the places that specializes in the hot dogs. You get what I'm saying? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I know they slushies are good. They slushies and a brisket quesadilla. Oh my goodness. It is so good. It is really, I want to say that is mm, I was going to say that's the best brisket that I had. Nah, because it's a brisket place in Irvington, New Jersey. They have some really good brisket. Is that Irvington? I think there's Irvington. And then also McQueen's. Is it McQueen? Oh, Mighty Quinn's. Have you guys tried Mighty Quinn's? Mighty Quinn's is good. But I know the one that is like in Hoboken. So I'm like 2 towns away from Hoboken. Hoboken, New Jersey. They had a Mighty Quinn's and they had shut down, but they have brisket, like barbecue brisket. Oh my goodness. They have burnt ends, like the pork burnt ends with like the syrup or something on. I don't know what will they put on there. And then they have the mac and cheese. So good. I like some brisket. Mm, yeah. All right, family. So let me go. I'll talk to you guys later. If you have not tried kimchi, okay, this is only if you guys are into like pickled stuff, okay? If you don't like pickled stuff, then you may not like kimchi because kimchi is, and I'm telling you, the scent of it, the way it smells is not the best. It don't smell really good, okay? But it's just so good. It's really, really good. It's fermented cabbage. It's so good though. All right, so let me make some dumplings for my children. So as soon as they get out of school, the dumplings and stuff will be ready. And I don't feel like cooking today. I ain't even gonna hold you. I really don't feel like cooking today. I still have some ground beef and some pork sausages that like I took the casing off of the pork Italian sausages and I mixed it with the ground beef. So maybe they have tacos today with dumplings. I don't know, but I just don't feel like cooking. Yeah, kimchi is really good. Oh, really? Yeah, kimchi is really good. Really, really good. All right, good looking folks. Make sure you guys hype the video up. Could you do me that solo? Could you hype the video up for me? Okay. If you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? It costs you nothing to subscribe. Nothing. Okay. Just a few laughs you may have, but it costs you absolutely nothing. All right. So it's been amazing talking to you beautiful folks. Okay. This was, my lunch. It was good. The QP, I think that's how you pronounce it, QP. Mayo, it's growing on me. It's growing on me. But it's not that bad. Once you put it on like the dumplings and stuff, and the way I had it with the onion, it was okay. So yeah, make sure you guys, if you have not tried Olipops, which I'm quite sure a lot of you guys have, Olipops, they are so good. Oh my goodness, really, really good. My children, and they probiotic sodas. My children, they love, like I said, I love buying new items, so especially so they could try it. So when they grow up, they don't they like nice things, okay? They like to eat nice, nice foods and stuff like that. They like to go nice places. Like that's what I want to install in my children, okay? Like be around fancy stuff, visualize, go to nice places, nice restaurants, like I'm gonna install that in my kids because when they grow up, my two oldest children, like my oldest son, when he was pretty much like roommating, and he would do food shopping and stuff like that, the lady had said, she said, oh my goodness, like he be bringing all this organic stuff in here, because a lot of times that's what I would purchase. Like I would purchase, like organic stuff, and it didn't matter if I'm on food stamps or not. Just because, let me tell you something, okay? Because I really want you guys to get this. I really want you to understand and get this. All right, let me put this in the sink. While you guys are on here, so these the dumplings. Wait 1 second. So wherever you are in your life, right? Say suppose you are on Section 8 or food stamps or whatever it is, government assistance. That should not stop you from wanting more in life, okay? You should always want more in life. You should always feel like I deserve more than this, okay? And just because I receive food stamps, I don't look at my life like, how people say, like, I grew up there, like I'm not a part of there. You get what I'm saying? Like that's how I look at it. Like I'm still gonna get my children, nice things. I'm still gonna take them to nice places because we deserve it. Okay. And so you have to look at your life and understand that you deserve the best of the best. And just because right now you are going through something, or maybe you experience something in life, don't think that just because you are there that you don't deserve the best of the best. Because I am here to tell you, you do deserve the best of the best. I don't care what no one have said. I don't care if your mama told you you don't deserve the best. If your daddy told you you don't deserve the best. If your grandmama told you you don't deserve the best. You deserve the best of the best, okay? And it's all according to what you perceive. If you feel like you don't deserve the best of the best, you don't. But if you look at your life and say, I don't care if I'm on Section 8. I don't care if I'm on food stamps. I don't care if I'm receiving government assistance. Like, that's just a chapter, like in my book, but that's not the whole book. Okay. And you got to look at your life like that and understand it. So, with that being said, keep rocking out, believing in yourselves, keep on going, keep on growing. And until next time, I love you. Peace.